Jumbo, fellow adventurers, happy Monday. Mike Dooley here for a spiritual tune-up. And I do declare this week to be Entrepreneur Week. Ask your business questions. I've been an entrepreneur since my 20s, and I'm almost 60. So do the math, a good long time, never went back, neither will you. Today's question inspired that, and it's from you. Post your questions below on Facebook and Instagram. They could be my talking point tomorrow. How to find and monetize a side hustle. I love that. Side hustle. Doesn't that sound down low? All right. How do I become aware of my true gifts, Mike, and effectively turn them into side income? Everybody should be asking that question if they haven't already, because it's so easy when you're the eyes and the ears of God Almighty, alive in time and space for the joy of it, where you're pushed on to greatness every day. Of course, there's going to be a metaphysical spin to this answer, because life is a metaphysical adventure. So, I got 3 things for you that will change your life. And none of them are going to be like, oh, wow, that's so sexy. That's so cool. I can't wait to tell my other half. Okay, and that's the trick that conceals where the hidden treasure is buried. It doesn't seem like that's where it would be. That's just same old kind of stuff. Okay, number 1. Today, after this broadcast, I want you to do a Google or a web search on your favorite search engine and Google side hustles. Google easy startup businesses. Google how to create my own company. Google successful businesses of 2020. Okay? Just do some plain old research. Okay? It might be landscaping, it might be house cleaning, it might be chimney sweeping, it might be painting, it might be... There's no path you could pick that someone hasn't already blazed a trail down and lived happily ever after. In opulence, wealth, creatively challenged with friends and laughter. House cleaning, landscaping, don't be looking for like, what's that thing that's going to blow everybody's mind? No. And now remember, as I always teach, the path you start out on is not going to be the path you arrive on. So it doesn't flippin' matter what you start out on. Start out in house painting and you might be, designing the next rocket ship. You start out with rocket ships and you might be cleaning barnacles off of boats and having the time of your life. What's important is you start something. So Google businesses that you can start. Find out what's clicking out there. Find out what's tried and true that's been around before the internet. Find out what's only emerged in 2020. Just do a couple of hours maximum research, and then you're going to get wheels spinning. A side search, Google success stories, entrepreneurial success stories. Nothing gets your blood on fire in a good way more than reading about the successes of other people who stumbled into living the life of their dreams. Okay, so number 1, do some research. Couple hours, done. Number 2, ask these questions. What do I love to do? What do I like to do? Same question. What do I really like? What do I love? What do I like? Like nature? Do I like people? Do I like animals? Do I like tall, bald men? Do I like, working with my hands? Do I like creativity? Do I like being alone? Make a big, long list of things you like and love. That's question number 1. Number 2, then ask, what am I good at? What am I good at? What am I naturally good at? Okay? And this doesn't have to be pertaining to making money. Just write some, I like lighting campfires, okay? I like cooking eggs in the morning. I like just, what do you like and or are good at? And a side tangent here is, maybe what would you like to be good at? Okay, just stuff that kind of interests you. Remember, we're not looking for the path that you're going to arrive on. We're looking for the path you're going to start out on. Okay, and it's going to be a path you jettison. So it's not that important. What are you good at? Are you good at connecting people? Are you good at articulation? Are you patient when helping somebody learn something? What are you good at? What would you like to be good at? Okay, that is the third question. What do you want to be good at? And the fourth question, there's only 4 questions. What have you survived? What's been the hardest thing in your life that you made it through to the other side? And thereby, you would be an awesome model, teacher, bright light to other people who need what you've experienced. Those 4 questions. What do you like or love? What are you good at? What do you want to be good at? What have you survived? Okay, you can come up with more questions. See how easy that is? To get you taking stock and inventory of your inner psychology, your guts, your glory. And then the third point. Okay, now both of those only take a couple of hours and you're on your way to a side hustle. The third thing, this is, not what you want to hear. Give yourself a deadline. 2 days. By Friday this week. Oops. Start it. I'll never forget one of the most pivotal times in my career now that's 20 years old, writing, speaking, teaching on the nature of reality. I was walking with a dear friend, Norberto. Shout out to my brother out there. Survived coronavirus. You're my hero. Norberto, who worked in the Orange County jails. And I led on to him why I was volunteering to speak at the jails, and it's because I wanted to create a replicable training program. Today's Infinite Possibilities Train the Trainer program. Back then, it was a pipe dream, and it was just me going to jail every Tuesday morning to speak to inmates. And I said, Norberto, I've got this idea. You don't know it, but I've got an email list that's big. I'm going to host a conference, and what I'm learning here, I'm going to teach other people how to do it, to go into jails, to go into corporations, to do it for free, to do it to make a lot of money. I said, I'm not ready yet, but this is where I'm going. And Norberto said, Mike, you are not ready. You are not ready. I was like, he's not so brutal normally. He's like my friend. And I'm like, I know, I said it. I said I wasn't ready. He said, but do it anyway. Do it now. Nobody's ready. Nobody's ever ready. Do it anyway. And I was like, oh, I get it. Good one, man. Good one. It's the truth. It's the truth. Within 4 weeks, I had booked my first Train the Trainer program. Today, there are 2,000 people, probably in almost more than half of the countries on Earth, probably on every continent, that are teaching and training infinite possibilities, reaching those who have not yet been reached. So start, dabble, try. Don't be like, well, I really don't know what my thing is. That means at least you got something that could be there. I mean, well, that's a bit of an overreach. You might say, well, I found these possible roads and I know what the answers are to the questions that Mike posed, but I'm not really sure. If you've got some answers, that's all you need. I was never sure that I was actually cut out to be a writer until after I self-published my first book. And then I still wasn't sure if I would ever be a writer. Every step of my path to this moment has been fraught with self-doubt. So don't let that hijack your dreams, hijack your side hustle. The world needs what you have to offer. You're ready. Start. And whatever it is you start, it won't be the thing, chances are. It's going to be the thing that you discovered because you started that other thing. I mean, look, I started selling t-shirts in my late 20s with my brother and mother. And that turned into a gift store called Totally Unique Thoughts with my writings on all the gifts. And that turned into Notes from the Universe. And that turned into world tours. And that turned into this conversation we're now having. I could never have imagined that. But deep down, I was like, I have something to say. I would love to say it. I would love to be a writer. I would love to just talk about and dwell on the nature of reality. And good God, just because I knocked on some doors and turned over stones, the universe then had the chance to connect the dots. So let this week be Entrepreneur's Week. I don't care your gender, your age, your nationality, your religion, or lack thereof. If you want a side hustle, side income, you can do it. You can have it. I don't care your IQ. I don't care your education levels. Did I say that already? Do it on the side. Do it on the side. How many times have people asked me in the last 9 months, I can't really do anything now that there's coronavirus. I can't make... You can do almost everything I just said locked in your own bedroom, okay? And so do what you can now. Make hay. This is prime time. So post your questions below about anything pertaining to being an entrepreneur, financing, leveraging, partnerships, getting a professional help, lawyers, accountants, incorporation, becoming a writer, becoming an artist. Post your questions below. I'll answer them tomorrow. Have an awesome week. Happy December. Happy holidays. Thank you, Diana, for being on Facebook. Penny, thank you for the stars. Sue, Steve, Brother, Nadia, Eunice, and on Instagram, Animal Reiki Lady. I'm just going to say your name every time because you're just first and center. You're such a star of the class. Riza, Tiara, Debbie, Francie, I love you all and thank you for this chance. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the engagement below. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you for sharing these videos. Thank you for thumbs up. Thank you for liking them. Thank you just for writing anything. Some of the stuff you write touches my heart and stays with me forever. I'm so touched. Thank you. I read all these comments. And it helps the algorithms too. Tally ho, amigo!